What's happening, everyone? Welcome everyone back to the channel. Hope that you're doing well. As always, thank you for stopping by, for coming on in. Let's go ahead and continue on. A Night at the Opera with Queen. We're going to go back a little bit to 39, and I'm assuming with that little apostrophe at the end, we're talking about maybe 1939. We're going way back, or maybe not. Maybe we're talking about age. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. That's to dive on in. That's to chew on it a little bit. So let's get out the gristle. That doesn't sound right. Let's just listen to the song. Here we go. Stand-up bass too.
Never cry. Don't you hear my call? Though you're many years away. Don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren knew.
That's nice. In the back. Gorgeous, and the best of the voices come calling. Along with May's guitar. Really nice between the harmonies of the vocals and the guitar.
Came a ship in from the blue. The volunteers came home that day. Of a world so newly born, though their hearts so heavily weigh. For the earth is old and gray, little darling will away, but my love this cannot be. Oh, so many years are gone, though I'm older but a year. Your mother's eyes from your eyes cry to me. Don't you hear my call? Still ahead, pity me.
That's one of those tracks that just shows how versatile Queen are. It shows all their different sides, how they can excel in so many different directions, and really progress and push in those directions confidently, you know, and with purpose and positively. So I love how this is a nice come down. This is a great moment in the track list. This is a nice rest for a little bit, and we get into this folky number that reminds me a little bit of CSN. It reminds me of the music that you would hear, for example, from like Kingston Trio, like that kind of sound. And I think they excel with it. And I like how the band doesn't keep it strictly acoustic. No, you hear May's guitars shine through very, very nicely in there. And to me, the best part of this track is the harmonizing between their voices and that guitar. So it's definitely not Freddie singing here. I'm assuming it's May that's going to be singing. You can definitely hear Freddie in the harmonies though. And I really like those moments where their voices kind of cascade, starting with just May, and then you hear the rest of the band come in full behind them, almost like this beautiful wave of melody that just capsizes our ship. And then from there, way in the distance, way in the back, you hear May's guitar, his electric just shine through just briefly, kind of coming up to a beautiful head, and then it all comes back into the main melody of the track. I just think that moment there, that capsizing wave of voice and guitar, just sounds really, really lovely. I love the bass in here as well. Sounds very stand up. And then the drums just a boom, boom, boom. Looking at this, yes, so obviously May, there you go, on guitar, but also the vocals here. And then Deacon is playing the double bass here on the track as well. In the year of 39, assembled here the volunteers, in the days when lands were few. Here the ship sailed out into the blue and sunny morn. Sweetest sight ever seen, and the night followed day, and the storytellers say that the score brave souls inside, for many a lonely day, sailed across the milky seas, never looked back, never feared, never cried. So, of course, we're talking about some sort of pioneers who were venturing out into a new land. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know about 1939. Could be in 1839 or even further back. We'll look into that. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand, for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren knew. Let's kind of dive into this because there is a Wikipedia article about this track. The song relates to a tale of a group of space explorers who embark on what is, from their perspective, a year-long voyage. Upon their return, however, they realize that 100 years have passed because of time dilation, and their loved ones they left behind are now all dead or aged. Okay. Haven't many a movie used that same idea of space travel? You know, oh, we're only gone for a few days, come back. Oh no, it's been like 1,000 years. This is not space travel, but it just this is not at all. But it just reminds me of the old Odyssey movie. I just watched that like a few months ago or so. And on Circe's island, he's like, it's only been, I don't know how long, it's only been a few days. And she's like, on my island, time doesn't exist. She has a really cool voice, Bernadette, whatever her name is. And she's like, on my island, time passes different. I don't know what she says. Anyway, it's been a long time. Anyways. So interesting enough, in the recording for this album, May had been working on his thesis in astrophysics, but eventually abandoned his studies to pursue his career in the band. In 2006, he resumed his studies and eventually completed his thesis titled A Survey of Radial Velocities in the Zodiacal Dust Cloud, and received his PhD in 2008. That's awesome. That is really cool. Let me keep going in the lyrics here. In the year of 39 came a ship in from the blue. The volunteers came home that day, and they bring good news of a world so newly born, though their hearts so heavily weight. For the earth is old and gray. Little darling, wheel away, but my love, this cannot be. For so many years are gone, though I'm older but a year. Your mother's eyes from your eyes cry to me. That's a really good line. Obviously, you know, having the story, it's good that we have the background of the story of the time skip and everything. And the line, your mother's eyes from your eyes cry to me. Obviously, mama's gone, wife is gone, but the daughter they had crying upon return of her parents, that's a great line. And the mother's crying through her child. That's a really, really good line. I like that a lot. That's very effective. Very effective. Let me know what you guys thought of the track, however, in the comments below. As always, you're more than welcome to follow me in a bunch of places, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you as always for being here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.